Hello, welcome back to the Distractible Dragon. This is going to be part 2 to my Elden Ring playthrough. Last video we just sort of got the intro done, and I went and fought the boss, the Beastmaster of Farum Azula, I think was the name of it. Right now I'm just going to be kind of exploring, because it has been an awful long time since I played the game and been in Limgrave, or Limgrave, not really sure how it's said. So, thank you for joining me today. I'm gonna be, I hope, a little less flustered, rambly, and how I was last video. Last video was my very first one, so I was pretty nervous. He's running. I forgot they'll do that sometimes. I think there's another cave over here if I remember right. Fire bad. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full playthrough of the game, or if I might just show you guys the bosses. I guess it'll depend on how well this is received. The Stormfoot go ahead and rest here. I think I might have enough to level up. I do. We're gonna go with Vigor, and, do I want to go Strength Build or Dex Build? I'm gonna up both for right now, and I'll decide as I continue playing which melee stat I would rather work with. So, I talked about this in the last video. When Queen Marika ascended to godhood, so to speak, and started the Golden Order, one of the things she did is the rune for death was on the Elden Ring. And the Elden Ring is sort of the coding for the world. It controls the logic of how the world works. I could have used Urgent Heal instead of my flask. It's whatever. She took the rune for destined death from it, so death in the traditional sense no longer exists. Now, if someone dies, they don't die as we would know it. Their spirit and body are supposed to return to the Erd tree. They kind of become, I suppose, one with it. So it gives them a form of immortality or deathlessness. That is until Ronnie steals a fragment of the Rune of Death. I wish I had a bow. I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. That wasn't really all that worth it, but okay. And these catacombs were where Erd tree burial and whatnot would take place. Ow. It's a place where the roots could reach back into the tree even though life didn't begin with the Earth tree. Life existed before the Earth tree. There was actually another great tree that existed before it, referred to just as the Great Tree. And the Crucible was where life actually began. Things that are related to the Crucible are obviously the Crucible Knights. And the Omen, actually. The Omen look more like what humans apparently used to look like in the realm of where life was primarily made and controlled by the Great Tree instead of the Earth. Ow. I don't have my shield anymore because I wasn't really using it. I'm going to start calling my sword after a while. Oh. Oh yeah, this is where I get the Wandering Noble Ashes. So, they suck, but I kind of enjoyed using them in my first playthrough, just to, provide, for lack of a better way to put it, bodies for the bosses to target instead of me. That was close. Oh, I couldn't attack you because that prompt was up. That's kind of dumb. Now, I cannot remember how to get down. Is there a ladder, or do I just drop? Okay. Where's the door? Is it up here? Is it this door? I think it was. I have 2 crimson flasks. I think I'm gonna keep the shield because I don't remember what's in it. Oh, the burial watchdog. I don't know anything about these guys other than they look kind of funny attacking, or at least they look funny. They're very stiff movements. Just to reiterate, I did a mage build my first go-round. just looking at their face sort of gyrate as it's getting ready to breathe fire. I didn't know it did that. That was embarrassing. So I'm gonna do that again, and this time I'm gonna not not give one of the worst performances of my life in a video game. Oh yeah, that's the first time I died. Not counting the tutorial boss, because you're sort of I know you can beat the tutorial boss, but you're kind of expected to die there. So I brought the shield with me, and I didn't use it, so I'm just gonna not have it on me this time. Watchdog, but its design makes me think a little bit more of a cat. I don't know, that might just be me. Its features just don't scream canine. Okay, I was hoping we could keep going and spinning in the same direction that it was going. It just trash. I thought he was going to trigger that actually. I'm out. Okay. Come on. There. Is there anything else in here? Does not look like it, so we're gonna... Oh, that's just lighting. Okay. So we're gonna leave now, and head on to another area. So, I'm not trying to rush things, because I know in my current sort of state of level, I cannot take on Morgott, and I... in my first playthrough with the Astrologer, I had to cheese the Tree Sentinel. I don't want to do that this time around. I kind of want to beat him honestly. So it's going to be a little bit before I am strong enough to do either of those bosses. And I'll probably do a little bit of grinding off screen. That way you guys aren't just watching me run around and kill random... I missed really bad with that one. I really didn't use Torrent a lot, combat-wise. It's a cool added mechanic, it really is, and I like it, but I am not... I don't exactly have the hang of it. I'm gonna rest at bedside of grace and get my flasks refilled. I really want to call them Estus flasks. I know they're not. It's gonna take me a little while.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
So I know poor fellow is around here,
Yeah, you there?
disguised as
Stop
a
pretending you can't see me.
cursed into being a bush? There it is. I was trying to remember
Why
where it
won't
was.
anyone look me in? What'd you go and do that for? Oh yes, I remember.
So I
Some
believe
clod
he
turned
would
me into
be
a tree.
a
You were
misbegotten.
just breaking the spell, weren't you?
And just like
Thank
the
you.
omen,
The name's
they...
Bok. I was pushed out
Or
of
he
the
could be a
cave.
beast man. Either way, they
Told me
are
to come
actually
back.
closer to what humanity
Not ever.
used to be
Then I ended up
during
as
the
a tree.
time of the Great Tree.
Oh, when they threw me out of the cave, and so this is all I have to it. I hope you can. Or I could sneak back, and then I'd be of. Right, I'm frightened. My knees start knocking.
It's something kind of odd, but I like that they added in that some of the weaker enemies, these sort of peasants, I guess they would be, run away if they know they can't win. I oddly kind of like that because it makes the world feel not like it's just some mindless thing against you. Like these characters have some measure of autonomy. Mistakes have been made. I got a little overzealous. Cavalry battles have never been my forte. I kinda hoped he would have just ran off. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I got both of them. But yeah, kind of important to know that the Erd Tree and the Golden Order weren't always they weren't always here, they weren't always the masters of the land. Because if they were, it doesn't make all that much sense for anyone to really be opposing them. Oh, I have to stop the carriage. Okay. Ow. I rolled into just embarrassing. Come on, butt stabber. Oh. Oh, his chain broke. There we go. Bit of a pain. Oh gosh. I hope this works to actually make me less noticeable. Can I use this yet? Nope, I do not have the strength. Oh gosh! Didn't even know they were there. Alright. So, yeah, there's something. There's a boss in this area. So I'm gonna take him on, and that might be where I call today's episode. Because I want to say it's been at least 20 minutes now. Ah, yes, Pumpkinhead. I do like how some of these, when I first meet them, because it does depend on how you, play the game. Some of them you see as bosses at first, but then, they just become regular mobs later. Like, I know there's a lot more Pumpkinheads around. There was a site of grace in those waypoint ruins that I did not hit, so I'm gonna have to... Oh good, there's a stake with Mariko. Never mind. I was afraid I was gonna have to ride Torrent all the way up there from the previous site of grace. So when I first played through this game, I played it a lot with friends online as well, and I am apparently blind when it comes to finding sites of grace. My friend, don't think he'll care if I use his name because it's a very common name, Jake. He was like my site of grace GPS, because if he wasn't around, I would never find any of them. He found it funny. I admittedly got pretty annoyed with myself at times. Come on. Trying to find the opening. There we go. Okay, gonna make sure I'm fully healed before I go into the boss area. Even though he's not that tough of a boss, I'm just getting used to melee again. And that's gonna be me using that excuse for as long as I can. Okay, this is embarrassing now. I might edit this part out. I think I'm probably gonna edit out the last 5 minutes. I don't know. Or I might leave it in there just so you guys understand how much I suck sometimes. One of everybody's favorite characters and mine included Blythe. I do not know why it is spelled with a D. I thought they were saying Blyde at first, but I have since learned it's Blythe. Wait, is it just... I am dumb. I can deny it no longer. Okay. At this point, we know each other very well, Mad Pumpkin. Let's just... Where's my... I keep wanting to call them souls. Swing and a miss. Oh, that's my alarm for me to stop. Hey Google, snooze. One thing I find annoying about this enemy is his armor in front. Which I know is what makes it challenging. If you didn't have it, this would be so much easier. I just somehow always manage to hit it, even when I get to the side of it. do the headbutt thing. Alright! It looks like I got it. And with that, guys, I'm going to be ending the recording. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.